So how's it going, everybody? This is the CEO of Yapping. We're back again with, you guessed it, some more yapping. Now, before this video even starts, I just want to say, I know that the background gameplay is different. I didn't really feel like playing Minecraft today, I'm gonna be real, so I kind of just hopped on Black Ops 2. This is a game that's just as, like, nostalgic and calming. I can kind of play this game just brain dead and have fun when I play this, just like how I can play Minecraft, so if you don't like the Call of Duty gameplay, all I really gotta say to you is womp womp. I don't really feel like changing it back. I might play Minecraft again in the future for background gameplay, but for now it's Call of Duty. So anyway, the topic I want to go into today, I think is very important, is the power of doing things for yourself. So I want to ask you guys a question. How often do you find yourself doing things to please other people? And, like, really think about this. Don't just, like, think of it on a baseline level. I'll give you a few examples here. It could be picking a career path to meet expectations, or you can be pursuing hobbies because they're, like, it's the trend to do it. But what if I told you that the key to true fulfillment in your life lies in doing things for yourself and not just to meet external standards? And to clarify, what I mean by external standards is, like, to please your friends or your family or anyone in your life. Basically, this goes from anything to wanting to be a doctor because your mom wants you to like wearing a shirt just because your friends might think it's cool, or like whatever other bullshit, shoes, clothes, games, literally anything. Doing something because someone else will like it or someone else will think you're cool. And I don't want to act like we're all perfect, right? Because we've all been there. Like, we've been chasing someone else's idea of success or living up to society standards. But in doing that, we lose sight of our own desires and passions. So let me give you an example of how this happened to me and how I changed this for the better. So some of you guys who watch this channel may know, I think I talked about it in one of my videos, but I graduated high school less than a year ago. I fucking hated high school. I'll probably have like a whole other video talking about that at some point. But I really hated college or high school, excuse me. But that kind of spoiled where I was going with that. Basically hated high school. I really didn't want to go to college, but I basically enrolled in college so that I would make my parents proud, and because of so much pressure around me, like, I was actually checking the statistics of a lot of my videos, and a lot of you guys are not from the US, so I don't really know how it works for you, but in the United States, once you're out of high school and you go to college, like, there's so much pressure from everyone around you saying, basically, you're gonna be a failure if you don't go to college. And for a while, I actually bought into that nonsense. And I did my first semester in college, and I hated it with a passion, to the point where when I got to the end of my first semester, which was recently, I think that was around December, January, somewhere there, I decided I was going to drop out, and I really just did not give a shit what my parents thought. I dropped out of school. My parents were not very happy with it, but why I did that is because I was so depressed. I really just could not take going to college. I fucking hated it. And I really, that's the best decision I think I've made so far in my life, because now I'm out of college, I'm working full-time, and I'm making YouTube videos, which has really been one of my dreams. And if I was still in school, I would not have the opportunity to be doing this and working a job. I'm not going to say I love the job, you know, it's a stupid little, like, minimum wage job. But I'm so much happier doing that than I was fucking going to college, learning some bullshit from some stupid professor who had no idea what the hell they were talking about, just reading out of a book and tried to act like they were smart. So what I'm saying is, you have to have the balls to do things for yourself. I would have never started either of my YouTube channels. My main channel just hit 100 subs today, actually. And this channel, one of the videos, I don't remember which one it was, but one of them really hit recommended. And I've been getting a lot of great feedback on it, and people asking great questions and just talking to me in the comments. And I never would have had time to do this, and I never would have been so much happier in a new job. I would have just been fucking depressed all day and hating my life if I stayed in college and I didn't drop out for myself and didn't do what I want to do. So the overall point that I'm trying to push with this is, do things for yourself. Do not do things for your family, for your friends, for anyone else. If doing something is going to make you happy and it's what you really want to do, fuck everyone else. Cancel all that noise out and really do what's best for yourself. And when you do things solely for other people, by the way, you're basically living your life for them. Like, you are literally living by their rules and not your own. And I can tell you from personal experience, that is the easiest way to fucking hate your life and just feel completely unfulfilled in everything that you do. But here is the thing, right? When you start doing things for yourself, you basically reclaim the power in your life. Like, you're honoring your authentic self. You're not just going around basically being a fucking robot doing what other people program you to do. No, you're really going outside and you're doing what you want to do in life, and you're not just a fucking, again, a robot who just basically carries out commands. Go to college, work a 9 to 5. You're never going to be happy in your life if you don't do these things. And there are some people who really live by these things, and it's insane to me now that I have broken out of that cycle, and I realize, like, there's so many people who are unhappy that can do things to change their circumstances. Like, this is something I especially see on the internet. Twitter mainly, if I'm being real, because that's just such a shithole. But I would advise not using Twitter if you don't already use Twitter. Like, God, it's such a terrible place. But anyway, coming back full circle here. I see a lot of people complaining on Twitter, complaining about their lives. Like, the main one that I see I've already touched on is people bitching, like, about college and school and about hating their job. Listen, bro, no one in this world is forcing you to go to college. Even if your parents are basically saying go to college or move out of my house, you have the option of moving out if it really fucking comes down to that. And it's the same thing with your job. Obviously, you need money, like no doy, like we know that. But you can quit your job. Like, you have the power to go somewhere else. Even if you're only working minimum wage and you hate your job, go work minimum wage somewhere else. Like, it's not like you have no power in the matter. If you hate your job or you hate something in your life and you can control it, fucking do something about it. Don't just do what I did and sit there and look it in the face and go, oh man, I really hate my life, but fuck it, nothing I can do about it. And you just go through every day living the exact same way like a fucking NPC. Like, really, I want you guys to think about this. If you pursue something that you genuinely have a passion in, right? You're not just, I'll keep using the same two examples that I've been using because these are the most common. You hate college, right? Just use this as an example, or you hate your job. Like, imagine how much more motivated you would be to do your job or to go to school if you actually loved those things and you were passionate about those things. You would be so much more likely to succeed and excel in those areas. If you're more motivated and you're more passionate, you're obviously going to be more successful. Like, to me, that's just common sense. But it's, people overlook it so much, but it's really just such a common sense thing that you can see if you just open your eyes. But so many people, including me, for a while, I didn't, and most people don't, even up to now. It's crazy, like, to think about. And also, I want to make it clear, I'm not saying it's easy to, like, break free from any external expectations, whether it's your friends, family, boss, whatever it may be. It's obviously not easy to do those things. Like, it takes a lot of courage and self-awareness to be able to realize, like, hey, I really fucking hate my life, I hate my job, I hate going to school, whatever it is. And to realize you really hate those things and you need to change something, that takes a lot of self-awareness. And, like, I'm not trying to undermine that, but, like, trust me when I say that it is worth it, because I've been down the road and now I'm at the end of it. It's so worth it. You just got to trust me on that. Whether you're looking for a new job, or you're thinking about going into college, or maybe some hobbies that you might want to start trying, or maybe even something as simple as, like, free time throughout the day, or taking care of yourself, do those things for yourself. Because here is the truth right here. This is some real shit, boys. Lock in for this. When you prioritize your own happiness and your own well-being, not only will you enrich your own life, like, that's just a given when you do something like that, but you're also going to inspire other people to do the same thing. And I can provide you with another example right here from my own life. Now, ironically, this is also falling right back into me dropping out of college. When I dropped out of college in, like, December or January, I honestly don't even know when it was. It was after my first semester. So that just tells you how depressed I was and how little I cared about it, because I don't even remember when I dropped out, but getting back on point here. When I did that, a lot of my friends that I know in real life hit me up and they were like, yo, I also really hate college, specifically people that went to my college, because it was just such a shithole. But anyway, let me stay on topic here. They texted me when I dropped out and they were like, look, I really want to drop out of here, and I really didn't think it was possible because I thought I would be a failure in life. And they were very real with me. They were like, look, we thought you would be too, but we see you're making a decent amount of money from your job, and we see that you're putting out YouTube videos, and we see that you're grinding the fuck up, and you want something bigger for yourself. And they were saying basically that it really inspired them to want to be bigger in life and not just do things for other people. Like go to college, just blindly believe all the bullshit that they hear people say. They want to do things for themselves that genuinely make them happy. And when you start doing things, like dropping out of college is obviously a very niche example, but in your own life, if you start pursuing things that genuinely make you happy, and you don't give a shit what other people think, that's really going to motivate the people around you to do the same thing, because they're going to see that that's possible. A lot of the time, people don't really feel like that's possible until they see someone that they know do it. So you could be that guy. Go be that guy. You hear me? Go be that guy. But anyway, guys, I think that pretty much covers up this video with every main point that I wanted to talk about. I pretty much just spitball these off the top of my head, if I'm being honest with you guys. It would probably be like much more efficient to like use notes when I'm recording these, so I actually have an idea of like where I am and what I want to talk about. But in my opinion, they actually come out pretty good with me just straight up spitballing these and not really knowing what I'm going to talk about, because it's much more unfiltered when I do that. I don't want to just be sitting here reading like basically a script like I'm fucking Joe Biden giving like a union address. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, please consider dropping a like, dropping a sub. I appreciate all the support on these videos, especially the one that hit recommended. Again, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember which one it was, but I got a lot of feedback on that video, so thank you for that. If you guys feel like giving me suggestions for what to talk about in future videos, or you just want to say what's good to me in the comments, feel free. I reply to all my comments, so say what's good down there. I'll be there. But until the next video, this is your boy Yap signing out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.